Greetings everyone, welcome to FTB Beyond series. My name is Villaovi and let's get started. So last episode we left where I was making the farmer and some other stuff. But yeah, it's the farmer is up and running and well, it isn't working. Well, it didn't work as I wanted it to work. It doesn't accept the cotton, so I'm just running it normally. I put the cotton here and now I'm just farming rice in there. So this is my way to get some cotton and some wool. Oh, and I'm not sure, this was already on last episode, Nifty tool. I can access plenty of space around this area, so I can be in smeltery and I can be on my mob farm, and it still connects to the AH system, so that's great. And I also made some changes to my tools, so I finally smelted some cobalt, so I changed all the pieces to cobalt. Only thing in the hammer is that I have iron hammerhead, which means that I can repair it using iron, and that's about it. It's currently broken. I was visiting a wonderful place and I didn't have time to repair it on there, but now it's fully repaired. I should try looking for options how I can make this unbreakable, or is it even possible, but yeah, but that's the thing. So, but yeah, this is very nice. You can just get your stuff and just throw them straight into AE and be happy about it. Not that one, this one. I will smelt some lead. Oh, and I finally figured out what was wrong with this system, because those Enderman were just constantly teleporting out. I made a configuration error on the environmental controller. So basically, what you need to do is that in this this is the default setting, so blacklist, and this is whitelist, and well, this is for the mobs, hostile and passive, and this is the just for the hostile, and this is passive, and so on. So basically, what you need to be, you have to have this set as host, and you will be fine. And I have connected it also to the lever, so when I pull it, it also activates automatically, and I can spawn all the places and blitzes and endermans as I need. But currently I'm sitting, well, 780 place road and place road. I've 580 and 380 of ender pearls, so that's a nice buffer, and when I need them I can just run the mob farm. So that's great news. And yeah, and I finally made the entrance from here to the underground, so let's take a look. So this goes two ways. In this way I can get to the reactor and the dimensional tools, and this is my normal area. So, and yeah, and also I finally made the upgrade for my reactor, so I also put the two chests, once I get around it, I will make it so that it can pull from the AE system those yellorium ingots, and then it can put the waste straight into, so cyanide straight into the AE system, and I can get rid of this contraption. But for now it's just a convenience. And as you can see, its inside is currently blue, so I finally also made the cryotheum, so it's filled with the jellied cryotheum. One thing to remember about the cryotheum is that while ender, redstone or other liquids, you can just when you are pouring them down, you can just target to sort of highest point on the reactor. So basically it's well, completely it's a 5 height, but you will pour it liquid on the third block. But I didn't anticipate that when you are starting to pour that cryotheum, it actually needs 3 buckets per square, so it took a lot more cryotheum, and yeah, that was painful. But I get around it. The most difficult part with the cryotheum is basically this saltpeter dust or niter. But good thing is that you can get saltpeter or niter. You can grind either in pulverizer or on the sag mill. You can grind the sandstone, and you get the you get well, pulverizer, I think it gives niter, and the sag mill gives the saltpeter, but both works on the cryotheum. And also you get a lot of sand. And I also made this nifty tool. So now I can just use this, and it will tell me, okay, I have 813 oak wood, which is not that much. Sand, well, 12,000 and so on. So yeah, that's a nice tool, and it's not even that expensive. Some lead, copper, electrum, and redstone, well, electrum coil, basically. But yeah, this is 11 by 11, and so inside is 9 by 9, and I have well, you can see I have I think it was 25 reactor control rods, and with cryotheum it will output with full power and full fuel. It will give 30k RF, so per tick, so it's a pretty nice amount of power. And I got rid of the energy cell because it was limiting too much the power transfer, so I am using these flux plugs for it. And I have these machines, and I have created some dimensions and visited them. I also visited this kind of dimension. It's a glowstone one. I went there, and oh boy, I actually died once because I ran out of power. As you can see, maintenance cost is 50k per tick, so it's it will need a lot of power. So this and my solar power couldn't keep it up, so I just also used my 50 million RF power cell, and I was able to visit there and get some glowstone, a lot of them. That I also have this liquid dimlet, lava one, and I need to create this kind of dimension tab card for it, but I need some stuff for it first. And then I have this map dimlet, but I'm not fan of the cave spider, not one bit. Oh, and I have also this chiseled quartz block, so this could be useful. It maintain cost is only 9k RF, so I could get a lot of quartz blocks. And because they are chiseled well, it doesn't matter, I can change them back to the normal quartz and get all the quartz I need. And this is just a sky dimlet, nothing fancy. Okay, so, and also I think my query on Mining World has run its course, so let's check it out. Oh, of course it's night. Yep, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's done. So yeah, that's great. Great news. And we can get it back. Okay. So if we look on the, so I have 14,000 iron, copper 5,000, tin 4,000, and so on. Yellorium 1,000, nickel, some platinum. These are from Nether, of course. Uranium, gold, bauxite, monazite. I'm not sure what that will do. It's for the modular force field system. Some iridium as well. And if I let's see, diamonds 400 and emeralds, well, only 35. For some reason you don't get that many emeralds. Oh, and I'm using blazing pyrotheum and sand and yellorite ore, so I can get a lot of yellorium ingots because of that. Yeah, so that's the current situation. I'm not sure what should I do next, if there's some I need to, well, I need to work on this area as well, and most likely I will close this up, and I will just keep this hallway here, but I don't have entrance to my, because I want to basically close this anyway. I have been just using this storage area for these. I need to actually start creating some more these ME controllers and have more channels for these, and I just want to put them as a inventory in it. Oh, and I made some changes on here. So I had the system a little bit differently in here, but now I'm doing just this, that this will move all the items straight into here, and they are put into ME system, but this export bus will suck out all these items and throw them into trash can. So That's a good thing. It will trash all those items immediately. I don't know. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm hooking up these in, because when I hook them up, it will also get items from these. So I need to find out if there's a way to block it. But yeah, let me think about what I will do next, and I will be back for you guys. And welcome back. So I did some power storage for my solar power. So as you can see, I have these vibrant capacitor banks, 14 of them. I'm currently waiting that I will get more copper. So when I get more copper, I can make a little bit more of these. My plan is to have 1 billion storage total. Currently, as you can see, I have 350 million, and it's keeping up during the daytime, and during nighttime my machines can use that power, and this is the better way. Of course, this can transfer 20k at max, but this can basically give out 256k. So it's should be sufficient. And then I upgraded all my thermal expansion machines to resonant level, so I'm able to run things much faster, and I made a couple of extra alloy smelters so I can make certain alloys a lot faster. For example, energetic and vibrant alloys. And then I have this painting machine, so I can hide the those Ender IO conduits and so on. And yeah, I fixed this also, and made this now completely this way, and in due time I will move them somewhere place else, and this will be placed somewhere place else. And oh, I also made this advanced inscriber. While the normal inscriber can only take one piece at a time, this can take whole stacks, so you can make those AE processors much faster. And let's see. Well, my next project is to fix this place up and make things a little bit easier. I need to make some kind of door thingy in here as well, so I can, if necessary, put extra power for this, and that way. So just touch-ups here and there. That's the. Oh, and I also made I made an upgrade for this this flux anodizer. So basically, when I'm smelting ore, it doubles it. So I don't need that much anymore, the smelter. And I just grabbed a bunch of my iron and, well, copper. But the iron needs to go through first. And I have, if we take a quick peek, not that this, I made ME class cable and I have the import bus, so this will import constantly the smelted ores, ingots straight to my AE system. So that's that. At some point I want to do that for all my machines. Well, not all, because you cannot. At least I don't. I haven't researched if you could also store fluids on AE system. But the most common ones I would like to put them so that when they do their stuff, I can just import them. And at some point, I want to have sort of auto crafting also, so I can just go here and if I need, for example, energetic, I can just select it and the machines will work automatically, even if they need to do the previous steps for example, energetic needs gold. So if I don't have any gold ingots, it will smelt gold ore and do the gold ingots and so on and so on. So basically heavy duty automation, but that will be long road ahead. So what else? I want to start thinking about doing something new stuff in here, so I need to for example, what do we have in actually additions? There are a lot of different items on these actual additions, so I would love to make some of those. I think I have already this manual on my... Yep. Yeah, I have done the reconstructor. It's pretty useful for some things. And yeah, so that's the... Because I have a lot of stuff from Ender.io, and I have some stuff, of course, from thermal expansion and also from applied energistics, so it would be needed to look something else. Let's see, do I have if I look I have only copper ore, okay. But let me work on the copper and other stuff, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So I did some research and wanted to find out that what kind of mods there are in this mod pack. There are a lot of mods, of course, and some of which I don't know and some which I do. So while I was finding things out, I found this woot mod, and it is basically mob farm kind of thingy. So basically this is the tier 1 mob farm, and well, I don't have any kind of upgrades for it currently. It's running the slowest, so it takes 330 ticks to spawn one mob. So pretty slow. And basically what you need to do is you need to have this mob factory layout. If I put it down like so, it will automatically show you as a layout what kind of blocks you need, and if you click the layout block, it will change it to the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and then starts again. So there's 4 tiers on this, and there are a lot also upgrades for those. So if we could look the wood, well, this is the base block for it, and then you can have these upgrade blocks, looting upgrades, XP upgrades, mass, so it spawns more than one. Of course, every upgrade you make, well, it costs more power, decapitate, and efficiency. Blood magic, if you want to gather blood. Then there's are these basic building blocks. So the gray is the lowest tier basically, and the white block is the highest, I think. Then you need these capstones, and of course depending on the tier you need different kind of and other stuff, and these are the basic items which you should do immediately. And of course this hammer with these, and with the hammer you can get all these blocks done. For example, if you look factory casing, you need to have the casing die and certain materials. There's this manual, so it's easy to, you just need book and some map head and you are good with it. Once you have placed all the necessary blocks on the correct, it will transform into this multi-block structure, and normally if you don't make these mob factory proxies and extenders, the chest will go here, and this will take power only on the bottom side. But with proxy you can get all the stuff done on under the platform. But let me pick this up. So you don't need I tried different kind of item ducts and all those sorts of things, but yeah, it didn't work. I don't know if you would put the item duct in here, but yeah, it's slowly putting stuff here. So I have arrows and bones and bows, so I'm currently spawning skeletons. And if you sneak, you can see on the block that okay, what it can basically spawn. So there are arrows, bones, bows, well, of course heads, and so on. But, actually I want to try, so let's see, I will pick you up, and if I take the item, nope, it doesn't work there either. So just best thing is to just put the chest and leave it there. And I also, because you need these kind of items, so when you break the controller, the grinder, well, either the controller or this grinder, it will throw out, of course, this prism item, and yeah, so Skeleton is tier 1, and well, I have zombies. Well, I also captured wither skeleton, so as you can see, it's tier 3. This is the big big man zombie, and well, I have a spider, and also I have a witch. Did I put the... Oh yeah, I did. So, and then I have a cast. I don't plan to get the Blizzard Blaze or Enderman for this. I'm happy with those mobs. But yeah, my immediate concern is to have this wither skeleton up and running. But for that, let's see what there is. Let's see, it's okay. So basically, if I would put I could get tier 1 upgrades. So what? Let's see. Well, maybe raid and well, not the looting, not the XP. Maybe this the best ones would be the mass and raid, so they would spawn a little bit faster and more of them, so you get more loot. Higher tier mob factory, more those upgrades you can install. So as you can see, this can take 4 tier 2 upgrades, so you can get pretty nice upgrades already on it. And then you need to, well, the tier 3 you can have the 4 tier 3s, and yeah. So that's my immediate plan for now. Then the other thing was what I was looking is another type of storage system. I usually run with the AE. It's most familiar to me. I have played with it on Infinity and some other mod packs, so that's why I have been using that. But there is this refined storage, and there are a lot of good stuff also in here. And as you can see here, you can store even fluids. And let's see, yeah, no, well, 64K storage part is also max, unless there are some other stuff. Fluids can be stored 50, but yes, the storage is only 64. And by the looks of it, it's pretty much similar to AE system. You need to get 4K unit 3 previous ones and so on. So it's a similar type of thing. But yeah, maybe I will want to try that out, and I will build it on somewhere else than, of course, here. Here I can keep this AE system for now, and maybe I will make that refined storage somewhere else. But let me work on the mob factory, and I will try to get it done to the tier 3 and maybe get some feeder skeletons heads, and then it's time to do some enchanting with the armor pieces and creating actual real weapon, so I can kill the wither and get the nether stars. But I will work on the mob factory now, so I'll be back shortly. Alright guys, I'm back. So I have been a little bit busy, so what did I do while I was off camera? So I made this, this is tier 3 now, and I can basically, I have on my backpack I have few of the mob controllers, so when I need to spawn certain mobs I can just switch this mob controller. Currently I have cast in here, but yeah, I have now in total 6 of these controllers. So I have magma cube, wither skeleton, witch skeleton, and slime, and of course that cast. And I can spawn the things and they come here, and as you can see I got a lot of cast tiers and some other stuff, and all this is doing really great. And I only have mass upgrade 1, looting upgrade 1, and well, raid 2. So basically it means that I can spawn 4 mobs every 80 ticks, and looting 1 guarantees that I can get some extra chance to get those better drops. Then, and all reason why I did all this was that I could get certain pieces, and I could create this hunter's handgun, and this is used for when you shoot the creeper, it will charge the creeper, and when you kill it you can get this reliquary Eye of the Storm. And one of the pieces which uses this Eye of the Storm is this Tome of Alchemy. But let's see if there's anything else. Well, Rending Gale, well, you can turn it into the gunpowder, and of course you can get some essences using apothecary mortar. What else? Yeah, there are a lot of different kind of instant damage. Not sure what does that mean. But yeah, this is the real deal. So basically, if you read the description, shift right click to activate. While it's active, it will absorb any redstone and glowstone in your inventory. And when you have sort of charged this dome, you can duplicate items. So let me craft that. There we go. Let me. I can now put the gun in there, and I don't need that either. I can draw that too, and that as well. So let me take some and as you can see it starts charging up, and it will tell. So it's charged up and it has an, and the bottom right corner there's at 999 redstone. So well, it almost ate 2 stacks of that blocks. But one reason why I want to do it is that I actually got it and killed the wither, and I also made this. So I have now wither, but it needs tier 4 that mob factory. And but yeah, so I will show you how this works. So I have and I can just do this. And when I need more power, I just get it. So let's see, I will draw them back. Redstone. So it definitely eats a lot of the, but you can sort of pretty cheaply duplicate the nether stars, and of course the cost is different by items. So nether stars, as you can see, you can use it 3 times, and after that you need to recharge it. But it's a pretty nice tool to sort of get more nether stars if you need them. But the thing is, what I need most currently is that I am running so low on. I'm hoping that, yeah, I have a couple of emeralds left, so I want to at least get some emeralds back. Some may consider that this is sort of cheating or whatever, but well, it's on the mod pack, so it's not like that I'm overly sad about this thing, because actually well, you need to also of course have a lot of redstone. I used already, I have over 1000 redstone blocks, so it's gone already. A lot of over 600 blocks. So you need to have a good amount of redstone to actually keep this up. But yeah, it's a little bit cheesy way to double your stuff, but I'm not going to lose my sleep on it. There we go, so 2 stacks of, and I can throw it in there. And yeah, so I have enough those. But let me check what that tier 4 mob farm needs. If I look from the book, tier 1, tier 3, tier 4. So I have 13 of these gray, red and 44 orange. Well, I need to make I need to make 5 more green, so not too bad. But I need to make 82 fight structure blocks and 8 tier 4 capstones. So if we look, so basically if we go through this, so this is pretty easy. Gray just uses bones, so you can get them pretty easily. and the red block uses rotten flesh, so those you can get easily. Orange blocks use blaze powder, not too hard to get, and the green one ender pearls, so that's no problem either. But what does this do? Okay, so this gives 8 and it needed 82, so 11 receipts, and I have all the factory book fight, but yeah, that's what I thought. Well, you get 9 shards from 1 nether star, so it's not too bad. And then you need the tier 4 capstone, and you need to, yeah, so I need emeralds for it and diamonds. As you can see, you need to make, so I need 8 of these, so I need to make this 2, so I need 2 emeralds. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal, and when I get there, I will also start working on these upgrades. I might want to even make this Luck of the Sea, so not too hard to make. I just need for the first level I need 13 levels. So I might collect the experience, and when I get more experience I can use them for me, and I can get these upgrades, because these needs all these higher level books, but any of the tier 3s needs endstone, so my next goal will be to find end portal and be happy about it. That's my next thing to do. But yeah, I'm pretty happy that I am. There are a lot of other stuff which I can use it, so there's well, now I can maybe think about making better this solar panel tree, tier 4. It was pretty hefty. The power tool, so do I have that digital? Okay, is it on my backpack? Yeah. So if we look at quickly, yeah, so 46,000 RF per tick, so, and yeah, it would be very nice, but it needs 40 tier 4 blocks, and as you can see, it needs nether stars as well, so I need to make that tier 4 mob farm first. But anyway, I think this is this episode. Please leave thumbs up if you like the video and the series, and as always I will read any comments what you guys sent to me, and you can subscribe to my channel by clicking top right corner. I would appreciate that a lot, and on top left corner you can see the previous episode link. But until next episode, I will see you then. Bye!